Well, this video is about working out and mental health. I guess I'll try to do this in all my videos so that people know what they're getting into. But this is my first leg day. Whew, I barely did anything. I'm already out of breath. I don't know what that's called. I'm barely lifting anything. I mean, I did do it like 30 times, so that's probably why I'm out of breath. But and my legs are burning, which is good. I'm not lifting a lot of weight yet because partially I'm trying not to like increase my blood pressure too much. I also don't want to pass out or have the drugs be like too much, which are all things that can happen. So I'm still taking it easy because this is literally only my first week still. And I did some, I think they're called pull-ups or something like that. Man, I can only do like 2.5, dude. That's nuts. I was doing like at least 10, probably like 4 to 5 sets of that. And so gosh, part of it's because I'm super fat now. I mean, I don't look that fat, I guess, but I'm like 210 pounds, I think. And I lost so much of my like whatever kind, I want to say fat, but it's the opposite of that. Meat material. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. Muscle. That's what it is. So I'm going to be I'm going to work out probably every day just because it is what it is. And I actually feel so much better. I don't know what it is, but I feel so much better when I'm working out. And I literally just went through kind of like a really emotional thing with one of my kids. And he's crying, but I can only get to the level I'm at right now, which is like a little bit of a tear. But dang, dude. Yeah. I wish I could have got more emotional because the problem is I don't know how much of it's drugs or how much of it is just how I am now. But I couldn't even get to the level I wanted to get to be like, be a dad. So it kind of sucks. But it is what it is, man. In life, there's no do-overs. There's no take-backs. There's no resets. You get what you get. That's what happens. So another reason why I was making this video is like most people will never make it past this point. So this is where all the, I think the better stuff happens, the deeper stuff. I guess this is a short video, I think. So maybe other people will read it, but the only reason I'm saying any of this kind of stuff is like to help people. I'm not trying to like hurt anybody, but I do think that I'm in this position where I maybe can help people or try to have people do things differently. But I had something hard happen to me yesterday. And what I mean by that is I went and I saw a doctor. And when I saw that doctor, I had a family member, is the way I'm going to say it, in the room with me. And I'm really, emotional is not the right way to say it, but I'm like emotionally unstable. I don't really know how to say it right, but it's like I don't get emotional about it, and I don't necessarily even get upset about it, but it changes the way I view things. And so that is what it is. But when I was in this room, people are saying things about me, okay? How I'm different, how I'm not the same anymore. And whether it was meant this way or not, I took it as people telling me that I'm just like, I'm not who I was. I'm not the human anymore. I'm not me anymore. I'm not Ryan anymore. I'm not the man I was anymore. I can't do the things that I used to be able to do. I'm different. And like kind of like, in a way, I also know that I'm different, but it hurts like mentally to hear other people tell you, or to hear other people tell people about you not being the same. And part of it might be because my brain interprets things differently. So maybe it wasn't actually said this way, but it's the way that I interpreted it. And because of that, what I want to say is how I heard it and what I think should be done differently. And what I think should be done differently is if you're a family member or a person and you're going with somebody that has a struggle, like a mental health struggle or whatever, you should have a separate appointment or you should talk separately with the doctor, or you should email the doctor and give them the relevant information and not say those things unless they're positive in front of people that have a mental health challenge. And the reason is because you don't know how those people are going to react to what you're saying. And all I can tell you is from my own experience, that was yesterday, and it's almost all I've thought about the whole time. I view that person differently now. I don't want to have anything to do with that person at this point, and I don't know how to get over it. And it's the part of this. It's possible that some of this is the drugs I'm taking. Definitely, it could be this but I just don't know because I'm changing so fast. It's like every day I'm different. And I don't know if it's the drugs because I sure went through a doozy of trying a ton of different drugs that affect my mind. And this is like the 4th or 5th different one in literally like a week and a half. No, that's not long enough. I can't remember when I had surgery, but do you know what? I do remember there was July 4th before I saw the July 4th, whatever that is. So July. Man, I just can't think good enough to know. It's probably been 2 months. That's what I'm going to say. Months, days, weeks, months. I think months are the longer ones. So I'm going to say that it's been 2 months. Okay. So, but I went through 5 different drugs in like a month's time, like super fast. And now I've been on one drug for like 2 weeks. And unfortunately, I have no idea what I'm saying right now, so I don't understand the timelines. But it hasn't been that long because I just had the surgery, so it hasn't been that long. But because of that, I've gone through so many shifts of feeling good, being depressed, loving people, hating people, and on and on and on. And it's been like, it's so crazy because my brain is like trying to repair while going through all of that insanity is like nuts. And unfortunately, it's making it very stressful for myself, but also for anyone around me because, and I can understand, this is the part that I can't communicate good enough. I can understand that people are going through a hard time, but I don't care. And I don't know how to say it. I've lost a part of my brain that used to be able to realize when I went too far, realize when I maybe shouldn't say something, realize when I'm being too rude. But basically, I've lost a large portion of that, or I've currently haven't gained it back. I don't understand what those words are, how they work appropriately, how to treat people different. I just want to tell people exactly how I think things are, exactly how I feel about it. And I don't care how it makes anybody else feel. Some of it I think is a good reality because the problem is we have way too many people that lie to everybody. And we don't just tell people realities, which is why we're in this stupid situation we're in right now with all this crazy stuff that's happening. But this is what I have to live with now. So this is what I have to deal with. So I think I already said what I was saying. I guess I'm going to repeat it and then hopefully I can get into a little bit more detail. But even just talking about it actually kind of helps me quite a bit. So I guess in a way that is a form of surgery is the word I want to say, but that's not what I mean. Hopefully you understand that. But just therapy. So literally just talking into the stupid camera, which makes no sense to me, is like therapy to me. And I think a large portion of it is because I'm talking to myself. I don't have to worry about anybody talking back, telling me anything I don't care about, wanting to talk to me about stuff I'm not even caring about. And I can literally just try to get through what I'm trying to say without anybody trying to correct me and be like, you're not spelling it right. You're not saying it right. That's the not right word in this context and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I mean, I got a hole in my head. Like, who's the fucking moron? Because it's not me. I mean, you see this, right? Like, that sounds so basic in my brain when I say that other people are like so obliviously retarded that they can't realize that that I specifically, when you can see that I have a massive scar and probably a little bit different than you. And even like our cultures are different and all this stuff is so different. But now I'm in a different reality. I'm like a space alien compared to everyone else on this planet. Unless you got surgery, seriously, oof, that's a little bit messed up. When I start like getting a little too excited and my words get super blurred like that, that's like seizure stuff. So I got to try to like chill a little bit because I'm all alone in a basement. And I guarantee you, if I fall over and have an actual seizure down here, and it's a real one where I'm going to die from, I'm dead. And that's just the life that I have now. And the only way it can be different is if somebody watches me 24/7, and that's literally impossible. So, plus, you want to know what's sick about this? Is I would rather fall down and die and have a seizure on my own terms, even if it was today, than to have other people make choices for me. You know what's nuts about that? That sounds nuts to you, maybe, but that empowers me because I don't want anybody else making my choices. I want to go out the way I want to, when I want to, based on what I can do. Now, I'm going to fight this cancer as long as I can, but if I ever get to a level where I can't make my own choices, I'm going to check out how I want to check out. And that's might suck to some people, but I don't want to be kept on this planet, kept in like a freaking wheelchair, gibbling out my mouth, not being able to speak or do anything, especially if I can't even like interact with the world. So there's people that obviously are like, just keep me alive as long as possible, even if I'm a retarded vegetable. That's not me. I ain't like that, man. If you can't even function on this planet, why the hell are you even here? Like, just move on to whatever's next. Like, I don't want to suffer like that. That's stupid. I just want to move on, okay, to whatever's going to happen. I don't even care what it is, but I just want to go, okay? So that's what's crazy. Now I'm getting off track. I can already tell. That's insane, man. That's how whacked out my brain is, bro. It's like, I feel like it's bouncing around. So when I'm walking, like my brain particles are just like fluid. So like a little connection goes zap, and then I start thinking about something else. That's what happens to me. This is freaking nuts. All right, so I'm sorry again. I don't know why I keep saying I'm sorry because I don't even care, but the reality is here's the solution, or at least here's the problem that I have is I hate hearing about me not being who I was, and I'm not able to multitask. I'm not able to like do the things I used to be able to do. I'm not the same person. I'm not as nice. I don't care anymore. I don't whatever. Because the reality is that those are not things that help me at all. The way to try to work those out is to pick up the phone as the normal person in my life and to call the doctors and to say, hey, here's what I notice. Can this get fixed? And if it can, how? Do I have to be different? Do I have to act different? How can I help the situation? Or is there a different drug? Or is there whatever? And it's something that me has to do. But that's the problem, is that everybody else expects me to deal with it. And I can't anymore. And maybe part of it's not that I even can't, but I just don't even care anymore. I'm getting accepted. I'm accepting how I am. And I'm trying to make the best of it. But it's really hard to keep moving forward when I have people holding me back by trying to make me be back. Be back? Be back? Be old, be back, be old, go back to how I was. Okay, to how I was, I don't know, whatever. But so basically, that's part of the problem is like, man, and I know, like, how do you even deal with a person like me in this situation? You're married to them, you got kids, you got like family people, adults, what are adults called? Parents, dads, moms, aunts, uncles. What's above a parent though? Doctors, dentists. They're old people, man. Who are old people? Gosh, I can't. Grandparents. Woo! That took so long, dude. Oh, man, I was like searching my whole mind. I literally had to start from the beginning of time, dude. Well, hopefully that's a good thing in my head now. I just made some kind of good connection. I'm not just going to pass out. So if the phone falls on the ground, this is my last. Oh, you wouldn't even have seen this. Would you have seen this? Probably not. Whatever. That might be it. My brain's probably too hard. I can only do this so long before I'm so dumb. Yeah, I don't know, man. In a way, it's freedom. It's like free. I just unloaded all of the stuff that was in my head, and I can't think of anything. And I've never been like this. This is what's insane. I've never been like this my entire life. I've always been thinking about stuff. But when I go to bed, I'm thinking about 3 or 4 things. I have memories, movies, dreams, like every night. I wake up and I'm already thinking. I'm thinking about all types of stuff. It's just nuts all the time. And look at this. This is actually making me kind of emotional. But this is nuts. And now I haven't got my workout done and I have to fricking get back to working out. But I guess this was good because at least I'm walking around this whole time, getting my steps in. So, but yeah, how nuts, man. Gosh, this is crazy. And here's what I hope. I hope I can watch this video in a year and things are different for me. And there's different drugs or things are working out good and I'm going to live longer. And I can go back and I can look at what I was like. And maybe I can become, probably not a doctor, but maybe I can help other people. Maybe I'll start a nonprofit and actually give 99.9% of the money to actually go help people instead of this bullshit stuff we have now where people steal it all and it doesn't even go to help people that could actually use it, which is insane. But yeah, who knows? I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens if I even live for a year. I mean, it is what it is. But I guess at the end of this, if anybody ever made it to this point, thanks for watching this. I hope it helps somebody or does anything. Maybe it's only for myself, but it's definitely therapeutic. Whoa, therapeutic. Therapeutic. I don't know what that means. That is definitely a new word. Man, I love these videos when I learn a new word, but unfortunately, I have no idea if I've ever said that before and whether I'll say it again. That's the nuttiest thing about all this. Okay, well, goodbye.